Buhari delivered a groundbreaking speech in London that swept people off their feet. President Muhammadu Buhari, as on Saturday in London, said that the partial closure of Nigeria's border is not meant to punish her neighbors, but to strengthen the country's security and economy. At a meeting with a select group of the Nigerian community in the United Kingdom, UK, the president explained that the period of closure will be used for stock-taking on threats to the nation's security and economy. He noted that Nigerian farmers have been celebrating the closure, which has drastically reduced smuggling of agricultural produce as well as arms and ammunition. President Buhari attributed the country's virtual food security position to the very good last 3 rainy seasons. The federal government reduction in the price of fertilizers by 50% and the presidential directive to the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, not to give foreign exchange for good imports, thereby saving the nation billions of naira. Commending Nigerians in the diaspora for their huge home remittances, more than $25 billion in 2018. The president also lauded their individual performances in their various fields of expertise, explaining the achievements of his administration in implementing a 3-point campaign agenda by focusing on fixing the economy, providing security, and tackling corruption. The president said that Nigeria's huge, vibrant youth population has been encouraged to go back to the farms and are living decent and respectable lifestyles. On security, he said, it is common sense that you can only run a country if it is secured, adding that the country has not done badly in the northeast. Describing the havoc done by corruption to the image and economy of Nigeria as terrible, President Buhari said that his administration has now focused on retrieving stolen fixed assets and returning the proceeds of sale to the Treasury through the Treasury Single Account (TSA) so that nobody can return them back to the convicts even after his tenure. The president congratulated current world heavy boxing champion Anthony Joshua, who was the cynosure of all eyes during the meeting, regarding his world championship belt, as well as putting Nigeria on the world map again, like Hogan Bassi. On his part, Joshua, who later presented his belt to the president, pledged to stand up for Nigeria anytime you need me. Various spokespersons lauded the president's commitment to bequeathing a lasting legacy. A renowned research biochemist, Adebayo Oladimeji, went down memory lane to recall President Buhari's nationalistic disposition by his decision to save 1,250 Nigerian students from Oyo State studying abroad from indebtedness and shame when he was military head of state by agreeing to pay over $6.2 million. Comparing him to former British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, Oladimeji said that the president has started turning Nigeria around for good, urging him not to allow the tractors to grind him down. The meeting with the Nigerian community was coordinated by the chairman, Chief Executive Officer, Nigeria in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, who described President Buhari as diaspora-friendly, while the president commended her for her efforts in coordinating the affairs of diaspora Nigerians in different parts of the world. So guys, that's it. That's really a groundbreaking speech in London that swept people off their feet. Wow. Meaning the people in diaspora, they were swept off their feet because they don't even know what is happening in Nigeria. And the president really brought this new information, this news, good news at that, to them. Because you guys don't know what is happening in Nigeria, so I'm trying to tell you what I have been doing. And that was what he has told them. And everybody was surprised, like, wow, seriously? And I'm sure most of them will want to come back to Nigeria to come and experience these good things that have been happening in Nigeria, so that they will be beneficiaries of these good things that the president has done. I think there's no point for, majority of them, maybe they will have a change of heart to come back to Nigeria to come and experience all of these good things, because I'm sure majority of them don't even know what has been happening in Nigeria at all. They don't even know it. So with this information or with this news or this new development that the president has told them since their feet were swept off the ground. This is a ground breaking speech. So they really need to come back to Nigeria. Majority of them will be tempted to come back to Nigeria. Like seriously, our country is now, is not there, good and fine. Don't forget that it says so. Selected few people that Dabiri really arranged so that he can come and speak with them, and really it's really commendable. Very, very good speech at that. Good development happening in Nigeria. With this kind of speech, you just need to come back to Nigeria if you are in diaspora. If you have not heard, at least you have heard from the president saying that these are the achievements, what he has achieved since he came on board. So then everybody will just try to I think I need to go back to my country because my country is really working. If my country is working, there's no need for me to be in diaspora, in my opinion. So let's hear what people are saying concerning this groundbreaking speech by the president that swept people off their feet. Someone say talk is cheap. If all what the president said was true and common knowledge without any contradiction, then Nigerians won't be crying out loud about bad leadership and cluelessness on the part of this present government. There's always the difference between what people in government perceive and the realities on ground for people outside government to see. This has been the case of any government in power. They can never see and feel the same way the common man feels and sees because as a government officials, they have everything at their disposal. Buhari and his government officials do not buy from the same market the ordinary people buy their needs. They don't walk along the streets on Nigeria the way the common man does. So don't know what it takes to be an ordinary citizen. The rice cultivated, processed in this country after the closure of the borders. Does Buhari eat them? No, he doesn't even see, not to talk of eating. All this self-gratification he is doing can not hold waters until the common man feels it and does the commendation, and not people in government. Where Nigerians in diaspora can be easily convinced because he's their leader and he deserves respect from them, whether right or wrong. The truth is that the impression he is giving there is wrong. Far from the realities on ground back here in Nigeria, the narrative is lamentable and so different. He's only doing what he knows how to do best, playing to the gallery, but the usual stock in trade. Just like I said, and this particular person said that majority of them don't know what is happening, or maybe they will feel, they will be impressed. And just like I said, yeah, you know that the world is a global village. Maybe those ones do not even know what is happening, and they don't even have a families back at home. Of course, they will, maybe they don't have families, let me just put it that way. That is the only way they can really be swept off their feet, if they don't have people back at home. Let's even leave the issue of a social media, what has been going on social media, what people have been saying that they themselves are reading. So because before you know it, they will tell you, oh, why must they be talking about that? All those things being said on social media are really fake news. People will still come here and say fake news. Nothing like that. On that note, if we leave that aside, but when you talk about them having people back at home, maybe they will be able to understand better. Just like this person says, if the masses do not really feel all these things he has said to this person, he has not done anything. It is only when the masses begin to tell you and begin to praise you, that is when you will know that you have done something, not that you telling them what you have done. I don't know how they want to justify it. It's just like the normal thing, normal routine, normal rhetoric, speeches here and there. You don't expect him to come and say, no, we have not done anything. We are handicapped of many, many things. He cannot come there and say that. Of course, he has to come and praise himself. But the masses will be the ones that will be able to commend him, whether he has done the right thing or not. And from what he has said, whether it is really practical, if that is what is really happening in the real sense, the masses in Nigeria will be able to say that. The only thing, like I said, the only way the diasporans can really appreciate him is when their people back at home can really tell them, oh, of a truth, yes, this what the president has said is true. And just like we are trying to, be moderate, what is happening in all over the world, in every country of the world. If you are interested in knowing, if you're on social media, you will know it. There's no need for anybody to come and bobo you or to come and tell you sweet things, and that's just the way it is. So if they want their feet to be swept off the ground, good and fine. That is their own that is their own cup of tea. And someone says here that, like him or not, Buhari is doing good. It is easy to destroy but difficult to repair. I prefer Buhari more than former PDP presidents. As an Igbo man, he has done better for us. Really? PMB, the Jesus Christ of our own time. Daddy, we love you, proud Nigerians. Someone say, cool, keep doing your best, Mr. President. All of you praising Mr. President are right, but know that anybody in your position will do same thing. If you will say the truth, this government has favored you either directly or indirectly, so I am not surprised at your praises. Wow. Someone say, I have been an ardent fan and supporter of the Mr. President when he was still in khaki for his strictness with late Major General Sunday Idiagbon. Also now to date, and hopefully he continues to dish out those progressive policy statements like the present border closure. And someone says here that the border Benin Republic was closed to strengthen security, but other borders linking Fulani neighboring countries were open for them to troop in, thereby fueling the insecurity that is already in existence in Nigeria. So guys, I would like to hear from you what you think about this grounding breaking speech by the president that swept the diasporans in the UK off their feet. All the achievements he has told them that he has done, that he wouldn't want people to distract him, or people who are praising him, that he shouldn't be distracted by people who do not want his progress. So what do you think about this whole thing? You, that you are, at least you are in the country, you should be able to tell us. And we still have some people who are saying, oh, the president has done well, he has done this, or anybody who does not like what he has done, should whatever, try to give people advice. But to them, Buhari, the president, has done well. Everything is fine in the country. So let us hear your own part, whether you have felt the positive aspect of the president, or you have gained, or you have enjoyed, or you are enjoying, or you have enjoyed, or everything is okay for you even as a citizen in Nigeria. Let's hear your take. Thank you.